Corruption Commission now requires all full-time public officers with double or multiple jobs to relinquish their additional positions and pay back to the government any salaries and benefits irregularly earned from public coffers during the period they served in more than one public institution. The move by the Anti-Graft Agency stems from a landmark judgment delivered by the Nyeri Employment and Labour Relations Court in a legal battle pitting EACC and one Dr. Agnes Wanjiru Njeru Gatama, who has been holding two public jobs, one at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology and the other at the County Assembly of Kirinyaga. The court declared double employment of a public officer a violation of Chapter 6 of the Constitution. Martin Maura with that story.
The Commission spokesperson Eric Ngubi says that following the court ruling, the Commission has now initiated recovery of all the salaries, allowances, gratuity and other benefits earned by Dr. Agnes Gatama from the Kirinyaga County Assembly for the entire period of 5 years that she worked in Kirinyaga County Assembly from 2017 to 2022. In his ruling delivered on 20th December 2023, Justice Onesmus Makau concurred with EACC that once a public officer is employed on a full-time basis, they are not eligible for any other gainful employment since they are expected to dedicate all their work time and energy to the full-time employer.
There's no way you can be serving on a full-time basis, that is from 8 to 5, in a public institution, and you purport to have time to do other things, to do other public duties in another institution. One of them is compromised. And because she was drawing payments from two public institutions, the court agreed with the EACC that it was not tenable.
Justice Makau threw out a case filed against EACC by Dr. Agnes Gatama, who, while employed as a full-time senior lecturer on permanent and pensionable terms at JKUAT, took up a 5-year contract as a member of the Kirinyaga County Assembly Service Board, earning a monthly return of Kenya shillings 145,000 and gratuity at the end of the 5-year contract.
Fraudulent acquisition of public property. Because if you have more than one job and you end up earning twice, you have defrauded the public. And therefore, we have recommended prosecution and other administrative actions such as dismissal from employment and in some cases even a recovery of the monies that the individual earned in the additional employment.
Eric revealed that there are numerous cases in the public service, especially county government, where full-time public officers take up additional full-time or part-time jobs.
That problem is also prevalent in the national government, and the EACC is investigating a number of cases. In fact, in the last 3 or so years, we have received reports amounting to, I think, 324, out of which 43 files have been forwarded to the DPP with the recommendations to prosecute persons involved. And this is because of a fraudulent acquisition of public property.
Speaking in Gaturi location, Murang'a County, during the burial of the late Grace Wangari Chege, Eric also revealed that there is an emerging pattern where governors and other senior county officials are looting public funds in cahoots with their families and associates using proxy companies that are paid multiple times the market cost to supply goods and services or undertake projects.
At the moment, the Commission is actively investigating senior officials in the counties, including governors in over 35 county governments, on matters related to embezzlement. And one of the prominent methods that people are using to steal from the public is through those fictitious trips. Some are even going to the extent of using interns and young people on attachment to open proxy companies that are later used to steal or loot public funds.
The spokesperson revealed that in the year 2023 alone, 2 out of the 9 governors with active corruption cases of a criminal nature were found to have a case to answer in respect to the charges they were facing and put on their defense. Many more are under investigations.
EACC has said that every state officer engaged in the embezzlement of public funds will be dealt with in accordance with the law, adding that they are working around the clock to ensure that the environment is not favorable for the corrupt.
Similarly, Eric says the commission is investigating school principals who are asking for bribes of between 10,000 shillings to between 150,000 shillings to admit from one student.
We are already on some of them, and upon completion of the investigations, the files will be forwarded to the DPP, and upon his concurrence, then these are people who should be arraigned before court.
Martin Mora, NTV, Moranga County.